30 key takeaways from chapters 7 through 9 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Each takeaway is paired with a real-life example or story to illustrate the concept in action. Cookie. Chapter 7, Freedom. 1. Wealth equals control over time. Takeaway. The ultimate purpose of money is to give you the freedom to choose how you spend your time. Example. Instead of working long hours solely for a paycheck, many people strive for financial independence so they can spend more time with family or pursue personal passions. 2. Money provides options. Takeaway. True wealth isn't about buying luxuries. It's about having choices and flexibility. Example. A person with a healthy savings cushion can decide to take a sabbatical, travel, or change careers without worrying about immediate financial pressure. 3. Freedom brings peace of mind. Takeaway. The greatest dividend money pays is the ability to live life on your own terms. Example. Many retirees value not just their retirement savings, but the peace of mind that comes from knowing they can handle unexpected expenses without stress. 4. Delaying gratification builds independence. Takeaway. Prioritizing long-term freedom over short-term pleasure can lead to a more fulfilling life. Example. Someone who forgoes impulse purchases to save for a down payment on a home secures a stable future and greater autonomy. 5. Debt hampers freedom. Takeaway. Being free from debt increases your ability to control your future decisions. Example. A debt-free individual can choose a job they love, even if it pays less, because they're not burdened by monthly loan repayments. 6. Investing in flexibility pays off. Takeaway. Allocating resources to create safety nets, like emergency funds, is an investment in your freedom. Example. A small business owner who builds a reserve fund can weather lean times without sacrificing personal or professional goals. 7. Financial security fuels innovation. Takeaway. When you're not constantly worried about money, you can take creative risks that might lead to breakthrough opportunities. Example. Entrepreneurs who secure sufficient funding and savings are more likely to launch innovative projects without the fear of immediate failure. 8. Freedom is a non-material asset. Takeaway. The value of freedom isn't measurable by visible luxury. It's an internal benefit that enhances overall quality of life. Example. A modest lifestyle that prioritizes time with loved ones often results in higher overall happiness than one focused solely on material accumulation. 9. Control over time is priceless. Takeaway. Being able to decide your daily schedule and having the energy to pursue meaningful activities is the highest form of wealth. Example. Many successful individuals like Warren Buffett emphasize that the ability to do what you want when you want is more valuable than any expensive possession. 10. Invest in what matters most. Takeaway. Prioritizing expenditures that enhance your freedom, such as education or health, over flashy items builds true wealth. Example. Choosing to spend money on quality healthcare and skill development can empower you to enjoy life more fully over the long term. Chapter 8, Man in the Car Paradox. 11th. Status symbols aren't as impactful as you think. Takeaway. People often buy expensive things to impress others, yet observers focus on the object rather than the owner. Example. When someone drives a luxury car, passers-by admire the car, not necessarily the driver's success. 12th. External validation is fleeting. Takeaway. Relying on material possessions for validation rarely yields lasting satisfaction. Example. A professional might upgrade to a high-end watch to signal success, but over time realizes that true respect comes from achievements and character. 13. Conspicuous consumption can be misleading. Takeaway. Flashy spending can mask financial insecurity rather than indicate true wealth. Example. A person who buys expensive clothes on credit might appear affluent, but could be burdened by debt behind the scenes. 14. The desire to impress can lead to overspending. Takeaway. Social pressure to display wealth often drives people to spend more than they can afford. Example, an individual who feels compelled to match peers' lavish lifestyles might overspend on luxury items, sacrificing long-term savings. 15. True value is not in what you flaunt. Takeaway, genuine financial success isn't measured by what you show off, but by what you keep. Example, Warren Buffett is famous for his modest lifestyle despite his wealth, proving that real success lies in financial prudence rather than ostentation. 16. Material goods can distract from what's important. Takeaway, focusing on external symbols of wealth can detract from investing in relationships and experiences. Example, instead of buying the latest sports car, investing in a memorable family vacation often brings more lasting joy. 17. Social comparison can distort financial priorities. Takeaway, comparing your lifestyle to others can push you to pursue costly status symbols unnecessarily. Example, a professional might feel pressured to upgrade their car or wardrobe to keep up with colleagues, even when it undermines their savings goals. 18. Simplicity often earns more respect. Takeaway, people tend to admire simplicity, integrity, and authenticity over extravagant displays. Example, entrepreneurs known for their modest offices and lifestyles, like Buffett, are often more respected than those who boast flashy expenditures. 19. Invest in personal growth, not material items. Takeaway, enhancing your skills, knowledge, and relationships provides a deeper sense of fulfillment than buying expensive objects. Example, choosing to spend money on a course or workshop can yield long-term benefits compared to a one-off luxury purchase. 20. Long-term happiness is built on substance, not show. Takeaway, authentic wealth is measured by quality of life, not by the superficial trappings of luxury. Example, someone who lives a simple, balanced life, focusing on health, family, and personal passions, is likely to be happier than someone constantly chasing status symbols. Chapter 9. Wealth is what you don't see. 21. True wealth is invisible. Takeaway, real wealth isn't the expensive items you display. It's the savings and investments you don't spend. Example, a person who lives modestly while investing consistently builds a nest egg that remains unseen but grows over time. 22. Financial freedom comes from unspent money. Takeaway, the money you keep in your bank account or invest gives you the freedom to act when opportunities arise. Example, many self-made millionaires like Warren Buffett emphasize that their wealth is hidden in low-profile investments, not in lavish lifestyles. 23. Visible consumption can be deceptive. Takeaway, the outward signs of wealth, fancy cars, big houses, often mask poor savings habits. Example, a person driving an expensive car may be living paycheck to paycheck, while a modest lifestyle can indicate strong financial discipline. 24. Wealth is about options and flexibility. Takeaway, having unspent money provides options and the flexibility to handle emergencies or seize new opportunities. Example, an investor with significant savings can choose to invest in a promising startup during a downturn without risking financial ruin. 25. Saving is the foundation of true wealth. Takeaway, the core of financial success lies in saving and reinvesting, not in spending on luxury items. Example, families that prioritize saving for education or retirement over conspicuous consumption enjoy long-term security and independence. 26. Avoiding lifestyle inflation builds wealth. Takeaway, increasing your spending as your income rises can erode the potential for long-term wealth accumulation. Example, many people who appear rich spend most of their earnings on upscale living. In contrast, those who maintain a frugal lifestyle often build substantial wealth. 27. Contentment over conspicuous consumption. Takeaway, being satisfied with less can lead to greater financial stability and freedom. Example, a minimalist who values experiences over material possessions may enjoy a richer, less stressful life despite a lower visible income. 28. Invest in what's behind the scenes. Takeaway: the real value in finance is in the investments and savings that work silently in the background. Example: the compound growth in a retirement account remains unseen, yet it can eventually fund a comfortable lifestyle in old age. 29. Frugality is a virtue. Takeaway: exercising restraint in spending allows you to build a substantial reserve of wealth that isn't flaunted. Example: individuals who choose quality over quantity often live within their means and invest the difference, gradually building financial independence. 30. True wealth empowers choice. Takeaway: real wealth isn't about what you display, it's about the freedom to make choices without financial constraints. Example: a modest investor with significant savings can afford to retire early or pursue a passion project, demonstrating that financial freedom isn't visible, it's experienced. These 30 key takeaways from chapters 7 through 9 of The Psychology of Money illustrate how understanding the emotional side of money, valuing freedom over luxury, recognizing the pitfalls of conspicuous consumption, and appreciating that true wealth is built on savings and choices can lead to a healthier, more fulfilling financial life.